all that is known. Here now is what happened to Marilyn Monroe on August 4, 1962.
Yeah.
The day starts as before, with Mrs. Eunice Murray, Marilyn's housekeeper, and Pat Newcomb, her press agent, at the house. It is here that the official story disintegrates. 4 p.m. Marilyn's increasingly hysterical demands to see Bobby Kennedy draw him, with another man, to her Brentwood bungalow. The wiretappers outside hear them fight. Robert Kennedy growing more and more angry, while Marilyn demands to know about broken promises and the end of their affair.
This is my life here. It's not a joke, Marilyn. Do you understand me?
4:30 p.m. Robert Kennedy leaves, and Marilyn calls Dr. Greenson, her psychiatrist, sounding drugged and dazed.
I need you to come over. Bobby was here.
After Dr. Greenson arrives, he asks the press agent, Pat Newcomb, to leave. Pat Newcomb has never said if she was there during RFK's visit.
Excuse me, doctor, I have an appointment.
7:15 p.m. Dr. Greenson leaves, convinced that Marilyn's frame of mind has improved. Meanwhile, Peter Lawford is calling to invite Marilyn to dinner and likely to keep tabs on the situation. RFK remains in another part of Los Angeles. 8 p.m. Mrs. Murray retires to a bedroom, and Marilyn remains in her bedroom with her phone. 8:30 p.m. Peter Lawford voices his concern for Marilyn to his agent, Mickey Rudin. Marilyn's attorney calls and speaks with Mrs. Murray, who assures him everything is fine. Marilyn continues telephoning friends. 10 p.m. Jeannie Carmen gets her third call of the day from Marilyn, asking her to come over. Carmen declines. 10:15 p.m. Bobby Kennedy makes a second visit, along with Peter Lawford. Bobby demanding to know, where is it? Desperately trying to find something. The diary, or tapes, or bugging devices.
Without it. I'm not leaving without it. Tell me.
The wiretappers hear Marilyn bumping into the furniture and stumbling. It also sounds like Marilyn is being subdued. 10:30 p.m. The mob killers make their move just after Bobby Kennedy leaves. They enter the house. Marilyn is already in a haze from the sedative she has taken, and the killers administer the lethal drug, and Marilyn lapses into a terminal coma. 10:45 p.m. The alarm is raised, apparently by Mrs. Murray. This is substantially earlier than her official story, but there are now witnesses who corroborate this time frame. Arthur Jacobs, Marilyn's publicist, gets word during a concert at the Hollywood Bowl. By now, an ambulance is heading towards Marilyn's house. 11:30 p.m. The ambulance arrives at the house and leaves with Marilyn. The new evidence says she dies in that ambulance. And in a panic, someone decides the ambulance should return Marilyn's body to her home. Midnight. Marilyn is put back into her bed, and the cover-up begins. Between midnight and 3 a.m., the house is swept clean. It is during this time that any evidence connecting Marilyn to RFK is removed. Robert Kennedy is spirited out of Los Angeles, back to San Francisco. 3:30 a.m. The official story is set in motion. Dr. Greenson is called. At 4:25, Dr. Greenson called the police, and Marilyn Monroe is officially reported dead.
What happened here?
6:04 a.m. A dramatic and telling incident, never revealed before now. At dawn on the morning after Marilyn's death, a phone call is placed to the President of the United States.
Everything's okay.
We now have something approaching a smoking gun link with President Kennedy and the White House, because just in the last few months, we have tracked down this White House telephone log, which shows that at 4 minutes past 9 East Coast time, that is, at 4 minutes past 6 West Coast time, Peter Lawford made a call to the President at the White House. And clearly, it can have been about nothing other than the death of Marilyn Monroe.
All these events are shrouded in mystery. Some are certain, some reconstructed. We still do not know who knew first, who called the ambulance, and who orchestrated the cover-up. But there is one thing that is new, that we do now know.
This case seems to now have moved from being the sad death of a famous film actress in her house in a suburb of Los Angeles to being an affair of state with important historical ramifications.